Hey guys, JSP on JSP Talk Sports. We're back for another fight review here. UFC BMF title went down. A man holding his head there because he made some sort of MMA maths prediction that didn't really turn out too well, right?
Yeah.
So we're here with Robert Digans of TGI fame and Nicholas from Next Gen.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Guys, just by the way, we went to Rough and Tough last night,
Yep. Go
monster
to
event
Globals
there.
last
So
night.
we went
Yeah.
and did that, and then after tried to rush home
Yeah.
for the main event. So,
Yeah.
Nicholas, any quick thoughts about the event last night?
Really good event. Busy. Up and down all afternoon trying to get stuff done. Even GSP getting a little bit here and there done. It was a really good event. Really enjoyed myself. I hope everybody else enjoyed themselves. Anybody who actually came out to the event. Yeah. Any quick thoughts on you, GSP?
Yeah, and a lot of fighters. We had a team from the USA. We had fighters
Yeah.
from Suriname, Jamaica. Really nice international event. So.
Yeah. Really good.
Next event is May 31st. Don't forget to come out and support the guys.
Yeah, I heard so. I think the best part about it is a lot of fighters got tested, and so you saw the quality in a lot of fights. So excellent.
Yeah, well, jumping right in, starting from the first fight on the main card, we had Mr. RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez in the middleweight versus Bruno Ferreira, and we would have mentioned that this is a fight that took place before, and Ferreira had the better of Rodriguez last time. I would have gone with my pick of RoboCop getting getting the revenge this time.
Right.
Starting with Rob.
Let me just say, just in general, the risks I took were calculated. I am just really bad at math. All right.
Right.
So, I mean, obviously, it can go either of two ways. Either you make the adjustments and you come back as the better fighter, or this guy just has your number. And I felt like in this situation, I felt like Bruno was likely to be make the adjustments and come back, but Gregory just deleted him from existence with that right hand, and it's just like, all right. I mean, I can't say much about that. Disappointed it didn't go a little longer, but hey, that is what we're here. We're here to see finishes, right? I'm not here to see what I would call a boring fight. We'll get into that. So that's my thoughts on Gregory.
We'll really get into that because you say we're here to see finishers, and some people thought that the main event was a bit of a snooze fest. But before we go all there, Nicholas, what did you think about this RoboCop versus Ferreira?
In my opinion, our guy Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop, definitely put me in my place because I definitely choose Bruno Ferreira to win this fight. Simply because I felt like we saw the first result, we're going to see the same result again. But it was just one of those fights, you come in, it wasn't too many exchanges, it wasn't too long, one punch, bang, knockout. It was pretty impressive, and it was typical RoboCop style. Like I almost felt like Bruno Ferreira just walked into his fist. I don't know, like it's like a magnetic attraction. That's what it seemed like. And it was funny because before that fight, well, I actually had to go and rewatch a lot of this card. So when I rewatched it, they showed a clip of the starting, like early on in his career, and it was basically the same kind of knockouts I saw in the build up to the fight. I was like, that was kind of crazy though. Like this okay, all right, fair enough. But I mean, good fight. We said it was like a fight for the Brazilians, good fight, in as long as it lasted. RoboCop looked good. Fair enough, fair play. Put me in my place.
So RoboCop making the corrections and getting back right into it. So moving on, the other fight we had in lightweight category, we had Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. I think if I remember, both of you guys would have picked Michael Johnson for this one.
Yeah.
This one was one as well that I predicted that it ain't going to last past the first round. Somebody's going to get knocked out. And Drew Dober, my pick, got the better of Michael Johnson. So what were your thoughts on this?
I am bad at memory, so I can't tell you what I said yesterday. But in the predictions app that I did, Drew Dober was literally like the only guy I got right. I was like Drew Dober second.
Oh, seriously, you picked Drew Dober? Yeah. That's why you picked Johnson. I know for sure, Nicholas.
I did, yeah.
The thing I felt like we put the UFC put a lot of what I would consider gatekeepers to divisions, right? Like if you can't beat Michael Johnson, you're not top 15 material, right? He's good. He's not gonna be. I don't think he's ever gonna see like the belt again. Yeah. But
both of them.
Sorry.
Both of them, you said?
No. I don't think Michael Johnson, and like Rob Font's a great gatekeeper of the division type thing. So for me, if you can't beat Michael Johnson, then you're not going to be in top 15. So
this one was kind of two gatekeepers though, because one was 38, 139.
Well,
so they put two gatekeepers.
I felt like I feel like I've known Johnson longer in the UFC, and let's be honest, right? Say what you will about the other promotions, like UFC. If you've been in the UFC for a while, that's a level of talent, for sure.
You are a really high
quality. With other promotion fighters coming.
So, I mean, I thought Drew was going to submit him just because I like to pick the things that have high, those sort of like lower odds.
But, because something in. So, okay.
No, I placed these bets on this app. So Drew Dober is the only one I got correct last night, unfortunately.
Right.
All right, Nico.
Well,
I know you picked Michael Johnson.
And like I said, even on that, I was like, I just going off for vibes. I just going off for last fights and stuff like that. Definitely picked Michael Johnson, but I was really impressed with Drew Dober. I actually have to say he looked really good. He looked really good. He looked like maybe we could squeeze him in for contention, to be in contention for the belt, not to be in contention for the belt. You know, like 2 steps before that, like we could try to slip him in there.
Probably top 10, but not.
He looked really good, and so I appreciate a good fight. It was a good fight. Even Michael Johnson in the beginnings of the fight, it didn't look like 2 old fighters or 1 old fighter versus they looked really good. So I always enjoy a good fight. So again, fair play.
All right, so moving on up the card, we had in the bantamweight, we had gatekeeper Mr. up front versus Raul Rosas Jr. And Raul Rosas Jr. was basically a leech on Rob Front.
Yeah.
He couldn't see his way.
Yeah.
I would have picked Raul Rosas Jr. to do his do, and he got it done in dominant fashion. So let me know what you all think about this one.
I picked Rob Font purely because I thought the experience would outmatch the youth. But then I saw Rob Font on his back, and I was like, I was very wrong about him having lots of experience because, Rosas, great. He was absolutely all over his back, constantly attacking. And I think certainly much more active than other fighters in this card on people's backs, right? We'll get into that. So I'm a little disappointed. I mean, I did say it was going to go into decision. And I'm happy for Raul Rosas, but I just thought Font was going to beat him with experience. Turns out Rosas was like not on the ground. So
in 2026.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest, and like I said, I watched most of this card because I got them so very late. After round 1, I didn't watch the rest of the fight because I didn't need to know that that's what happened at the end of the fight. I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Like it took him down the first couple of times. I was like, this is weird.
Didn't give Rob Font a chance after the first
round. I think Raul Rosas Jr., he learned his lesson, like we said, GSP, with the last loss. And I think fighters like him need losses to be able to get better. And this this might be his run. This might be, and how old is he? He's like
21,
young, so
21.
He could do this 3 more times. You understand? He has a lot of time to still learn. He could really cement himself to become one of the best. So I think I might be becoming a Raul Rosas Jr. fan. I think so. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I mean,
I don't really like his style, to be honest.
I don't mind grappling. I don't mind, ground game.
I mean,
I enjoy it.
Yeah, grappling, but how? But anyhow. Moving on, co-main event, we had Caio Borralho versus Rene Derrida in the middleweight. This is the only one I got wrong, by the way. I got 4 out of 5. I kind of went with you guys in terms of picking this one. I should have known better. We mentioned in terms of both of them suffered losses recently. Who's gonna bounce back better? And it was Caio Borralho in this one.
Of course it was.
And before I come to you guys, he adopted King Green style, the man with his hands down, inviting Rene Derrida.
Styling on him.
He said in his press conference after, he said it was strategy. It was, the man is going to come for the takedown, and his hands would be closer to be able to stop it. And the man, Kai, great game plan. He got the job done.
Yep.
It's my fault for not trusting the fighting nerds. I was wrong on this one as well. I felt like rightfully so, both of their hype trains had gotten derailed, and this was the chance to see who was going to get back on it. And I think RDR was just shown to be basically not able to adjust on the fly. Like, it's okay. It's one thing for Borralho. It's like, okay, this guy's a kickboxer, but all his wins are submission. He's probably going to be, Borralho made that adjustment. But for your team to not be able to know how to adjust there, like, the head kick was there all day, right? Set it up with some striking and kick him in the head. Just didn't seem to get that going. To Borralho's credit, chopped up the legs pretty early, and that'll really slow you down in shooting. It'll really mess up your footwork. So that was honestly one of the most exciting fights for sure. A lot of fun to look at. RDR didn't wilt like he did in the Brendan Allen fight. So maybe there's still some stock left in him, but the Caio Borralho's hype train is back on the tracks, and it is picking up steam.
So this was the second part of my 3-piece I had for this card here. So I didn't actually get to give my picks because my I dropped out, but I would have gone with Caio, and I think maybe we discussed it later on the card, maybe we didn't, but Caio would have been my official pick. And then simply because just ever since RDR came to UFC, I've always wondered how, and is one of the reasons I'm really annoyed with Kevin Holland specifically right now, because not saying I don't respect RDR, but I used to watch him in ONE FC, especially during COVID. He used to fight a lot during COVID. That's where I knew him from. And for me, he was always an okay champion. He wasn't a good champion. I think there are way better fighters over in ONE FC that UFC should be pursuing, in my personal opinion. So I've been very surprised that, one, he came over to the UFC, and two, he went on the tear that he went on. And again, I've been pretty disappointed in Kevin Holland since then, just because I think that Kevin Holland's style is a style that should be able to beat RDR. So I wasn't surprised by the win by Caio. He was my pick, honestly. I think the fighting nerds, I'll call the fighting nerds for a reason. They always, every single time. I really like technical fight. I enjoy watching technical fighting, as I say. So I don't mind watching grappling. I don't mind watching jiu-jitsu. And part of technical fighting is technical game planning. And so, when you see a game plan come off, and we could speak more about that later. When you see a good game plan come off, it's really just about that, and so long may it continue for Caio.
Right, so moving on along to the main fight. So for this one, we had Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira, and I was saying, listen, I want Charles to get the belt. He never had it before, and one of my co-hosts, I wouldn't say who, he said that Charles would not be able to take down Max. Right? Yeah. And if he does take him down, Max could just stand right back up.
Yep.
And I would have mentioned that this is what Charles, as you talk about the game plan, this is the perfect game plan that Charles implemented in terms of, I mentioned that he's going to engage. He didn't do the point down that he said that he was going to do initially, but he engaged, got Max into the chaos. Rob talked about it with the other fight, some really sweet calf kicks. That would have affected Max with his movement and stuff early on.
Yep.
And then once you see that 4.5 minute mark, shot on Max, brought him down and just basically controlled him for the rest of the round. I think when in the last round, one time Max was able to get up. He didn't do much damage on the ground. He tried for some neck cramps. He couldn't
None.
under the neck. Yeah, but I mean, 20 minutes ground control time. To me, this was Chimaev versus du Plessis, like total domination, total domination,
and also a snooze fest. Anyway, go ahead.
Some people would say it was a snooze fest, but Charles did what he had to do. The people who were booing in the crowd, similar to one of my coaches saying, "Yeah, boring, whatever." Joe Rogan was like, "Casuals." So I really enjoyed it. I'm really happy for Charles. Well deserved. People might argue that, hey, BMF, it's supposed to be two guys going at it, standing knockout, but this was BMF, bro.
Listen. Yes. Yeah.
I was wrong, right? Let's just start there. And I am. You guys know me. I'm not a casual, but
I know. I was just joking, bro.
It's no. I know. But it's like, all right, yes, Holloway. So one thing that I guess is deceptive is like when you see Max and you see Charles Oliveira, I did not realize the size difference was so huge. Right? In my head, I was thinking, oh, they're about the same size. That's not going to be a problem. And then I look at Oliveira and I look at Holloway. I'm like, okay, this guy's a lot bigger. He's going to push him into the thing. And there is something that I noticed from Khabib and Khabib's team. If you look at the octagon, there's always a smaller octagon, like like a black line around the mat.
Yeah,
that is if you step here and I shoot, you're going to get taken down. And every single time, Holloway got backed up into that. As soon as his foot touched that line, Olives was like, cool. That means that as soon as I push you back, you're gonna hit our wall, so I'm not gonna have to push you too far, and I'll be able to take you down. So, unfortunately, Holloway's team did not, or Holloway was unable to adjust to be like, if I need to do this, I have to stand in the center and really just pressure this guy back into the cage. And he wasn't able to do that, so unfortunately he got smothered. I do still think it was a boring to look at fight because there are great fights on the ground that are super technical and move quickly. This was, I'm gonna hug you, and
body
you're
lock
gonna
all night,
huh?
Body lock all night.
That's fine, but like a body lock you can't advance your position with a body lock, right? Nobody can really do it, right? For whatever reason, Holloway just didn't know how to undo it, and then Oliveira was unable to do lots of damage. Yeah, dominant for sure. Like on one side, I totally see the argument where it's, if I can do you that and you can't do anything about it, that's your fault. But if I can do you that and then I can't do anything more with it, I just think that's where it's like, okay, like got my fight light on you when we're doing jiu-jitsu. Like nothing's gonna happen. But if I don't advance, it's not really. I don't feel like I won. I just feel like Holloway lost, and that's why I was like, it's a snooze fest. You're looking at this and you're like, okay, cool. Another 4 minutes of these guys hugging up each other. Oliveira's clearly apparently not good enough to advance the position to the submission, and Holloway's not good enough to get up. So now you're just like in this stalemate that's not fun to look at. That's why I said snooze fest. But
think about it like this too, in terms of to your point. You mentioned the cage line and where it is that you'll be taken down if it's close to the cage, right? But the first couple takedowns were basically like ragdoll takedowns, and then after that, Max was trying to fight the hands. He was trying to fight the takedowns and stuff. So to be fair to him, he tried to make some adjustments, but Charles was just like steps ahead. You know?
Yeah.
While Charles wasn't able to do the damage on the ground, from the judge's point of view, that ground control time is a big factor.
That's fine. I have no problem with the outcome. Yeah. I have no problem with the outcome. I think if Oliveira had made the mistake and followed him into the point down, Max could have probably pulled it out in the last 10 seconds. But
yeah. Well, they tried something like it. They tried something. They got something similar, not the full all out 10 seconds, brawl, whatever. But yeah, Charles White, really impressive.
So hold on, wait, no, wait. Before we start, hold on.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Looks good.
All right. That's how we're going to start this, right?
Right.
Now, what I'm going to say is fundamentally, I disagree with you, Rob, because I'm going to read you the fight stats.
Okay, right?
We have total strikes, 73 out of 92, 110 out of 137. Who would you imagine has the highest striking percentage in this fight, Rob?
This is all significant strikes?
No, this is total strikes. One person has 73 out of 92 total strikes, 73 landed out of 92. One person had 110 out of 137 strikes, total strikes.
I'm bad at. I started this with I'm bad at math. I don't know what
but all I'm saying is, who do you think?
You're bad at the MMA math because you were using the Brown and take maths to say, hey, Max
that actually owns the highest striking percentage out of this fight.
Well, it's probably going to be Oliveira because Oliveira had all that time to strike with nothing that need defending.
Also, Max Holloway has 26.
He defended this pretty good.
He has 26 out of 45 significant strikes, while Oliveira has 50 out of 66 significant strikes.
He was beaten him in the stand-up.
So we're gonna hold on. We're gonna stop right there because we're going to.
I need to clarify something. I need to ask.
Sure.
Significant strikes are only strikes that happen when you're standing.
No, it's both. It's both.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So what I was saying about not being able to defend it, if I'm on your back and I hit you with something, let's say an elbow or whatever, it's easier for me to do that because I don't have to think about countering, slipping, or anything like that. That's what I meant. He doesn't have to defend. So he's gonna rack up those significant strikes. I don't.
But he had a 20 feet tour up. They showed it during the fight.
Hold on. What we're gonna do? We're gonna pull back the curtain a little bit. I edit these videos, right?
Let's do it.
And while you're saying that part there, I'm going to edit in a video right over my face, right around here, of Oliveira.
Oh, you came prepared.
Hitting Max Holloway so hard every single time. Now, okay, I'm going to stop. Honestly, this was a better than I expected performance. Simply because I expected a better performance from Max. When Abdul left on the other one, GSP and I had a bit more of a conversation about the fight. And one of the things I identified was that every fight that Charles has been in, especially since he's stopped being, how he was before, he's always been the bigger guy. And I'm glad you mentioned that as well as part of your background, because that was exactly what I went in thinking. And this is coming from the person that I picked Poirier to beat him. He was the bigger guy. He submitted him. I picked Justin Gaethje to beat him. He was a bigger guy, and he beat him. I think he submitted him too.
He got rocked in both those fights.
And he got rocked, and that was my. Yeah. I was telling GSP yesterday after the fight. My metric for this fight was, he beat Poirier. He beat Justin Gaethje, two, in my opinion, two of the baddest guys in his division. In as much as Max Holloway is that good, he's going to be the bigger guy. He has the most amount of weapons per anybody he could face. He always has the most amount of options.
Yeah.
And one of the things that are scary for people who fight him is, okay, maybe he's chinny. Okay, you knock him down, you get him down. Unless you knock him out, you don't want to engage him in the guard. You're giving him time to recover. Or you could choose to get into his guard and get submitted. Now, we're going to talk about we almost on hold on 24 minutes. I want more minutes on this.
Yeah.
Total takedown percentages, 5 landed out of 13 attempted. What that means is 1 per round. So it wasn't a matter of him getting taken
5
down.
out of 13 to me, I saw he got basically all the takedowns he attempted. I only
attempted, right? But they only counted 5 out of 13. That's what the official side saying here. So we're going to go with that. But the thing is, to me, the plan and what I was saying to myself in the first 2 rounds, after seeing the first round especially, I'm saying, okay, well, what he's trying to do is change the way that Max Holloway has to engage the fight.
Yeah.
Because when you scare a striker into thinking that I'm gonna take you down again, and you know what I genuinely think, this is gonna sound crazy, so I'm gonna let you know this is gonna sound crazy. I think he did not go for the submission in round 1 to keep Max Holloway in his guard like that and keep domination of that fight. As in, like, he didn't fully commit to the submission attempts.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I know. It's gonna sound crazy. Like I said, it's gonna sound crazy because if you make somebody feel like the next time I get you here is gonna be the same, round 2 is gonna be the same, round 3 is gonna be the same. You how are you gonna approach and try to stop me from getting there? And we also saw that it changed the way that Max Holloway engaged. When Charles came forward and started pressing forward, Max started going backward a lot. Max fights best on his front foot, advancing and taking control of the fight. What happens when you meet somebody that...
That's why Charles took you off the calf early on, yeah.
Topuria said the same thing. He's going to come forward, he's going to press me, and he's going to take the initiative. We knew this going in, so, that's about it for me and my very controversial opinion.
I don't disagree with anything you said except until the last one where you were like, you think, because I would never.
If you could get it done in the first round, you get it done.
I agree with you.
Because I think it would be insane for someone as, again, chinny as thing, because all you needed was like, let's flip it on his head, right? Let's just say Max was able to clock him every single round, right? And it dropped him. Let's say everything else stayed the same where Olives took him down every single round. That would have given it a much closer, like, oh, hold on a minute, this guy's getting dropped. Why would I risk that? I think he went for it. I think the first round he went for it real hard, and he was like,
Max was smiling
really well.
Max was smiling.
No, Max defended really well, and that was also very impressive. I think I would say Max probably even trained those positions, because you have to know
for sure.
This is a potential possibility, and I think that shows he definitely did, because he survived so long. So, like I say, I expected a better attacking strategy from Max. He definitely had good, which is weird. He had good survivability through the submission game, but I expected nothing really less from Charles Oliveira. But then when you saw him with the hands, he had Max really worried most of the time, and I was like, what? That's wow. Okay, Charles.
The compressor on the feet as well. Yeah.
I also told GSP yesterday that Charles is my new GOAT. I think that he is. Yeah, in my opinion,
he is truly. He's truly great.
He is
truly great. And I think to the point I made, like when we were asking about this, like the winner of this fight is us, is fight fans.
Yes,
because there is no trash fighter in this fight. There's no like, oh, this guy was terrible on the night. Like.
Correct.
Oliveira just imposed his will on.
He was better on the night.
On Holloway, absolutely, and I think you know what. I think as a fight fan, it's great to see. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to call it a snooze fest, just like the Dricka Hamzat fight. Like
Rob,
you held a guy in
Rob,
crucifix and did nothing. Like.
So kudos to Max in terms of great defense, right? Nicholas, you were saying he wanted to extend the fight, whatever. I could only see that being true if he had him down each round and was ground and pounding him, and if they had a beef and he wanted to carry on for the 5 rounds to do damage for the 5 rounds. So I want to agree. Well, I can't agree with your crazy point there. I agree that if you can get done in the first round, get done in the first round.
Only in the vein of submission and position of a submission is what I was really thinking there. Like if you dominate the position, you would dominate the fight. That's really it.
Right. So segueing one time, when Charles was asked in the post-fight press conference, in terms of options, one of the options is Conor McGregor.